Some of the previous action. And speaking of action, what the hell is going on here? Kuka, I guess he was going for he got retaliate stacks. He's got 11 of them. I imagine he was trying to tank some tower shots and Fnatic were there ready for him.
Okay, let me ask you. I'm very curious about this. Do you just get like 8 and then you go back to the base? Or do you actually pop your tangos and stay? What do you think?
TP scrolls cost a lot of gold these days, Will.
I don't want to TP to lane, especially if I'm an offlaner. I feel like I'm going to die. So do you go to heal? Or do you and then like try to make the wave?
I think you're okay. He's got teammates here. By the time the waves meet, he should be pretty much full health.
Okay.
And
but
he had a pop.
They had to share him a tango.
Yeah.
And he ate one of his own.
So he's used 2 tangos to get 11 retaliate stacks. I think that's an okay trade.
You think that's worth? I've been doing it wrong then. I think I've been trying to play more off lane, and I've been taking like all 13, and then I walk back to the lane.
With like what, no health? Like as in you walk to fountain to heal up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm a little bit late to the lane. I usually miss like 1 creep.
Yep. I mean, whether you have what 11 or 13 is not a huge difference, I guess. Usually you see those centaurs just go for like 3 on the mid lane or something and be happy with it.
Oh, really? Dang, I've been doing it all wrong.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not an off-lane player. I don't know what the hell's going on. Talk to BSJ. Talk to Cap. They're the off-lane specialists among us.
I keep forgetting that BSJ's an offlaner.
Yep.
I'm sure everybody else does too. As bottom lane, not much happening. Just kind of trading out CS. I would imagine that the laning phase is actually just a lot of farming from both sides. I have no idea how this top lane's supposed to go. Ice is getting him low. He's got him.
This is the classic Ice Orb of Venom starting item.
He's dead. He's 100% dead.
Yeah. Giving the question marks, rightfully so. He's trying to get off an ignite before he dies. Like
you know what the real pause abuse? All right, he's messing around. The timing. You know what you do? You pretend to DC on Whitemon, and just like don't say anything while you're getting killed, and then just be, oh man, weird. I just
what happened?
Yeah, just what happened, guys?
Or just reconnect and be like, hey, I lagged. Can you let me live? Ask for mercy.
Yeah, there's a lot of plays you can make here potentially if you were a worse human being.
Yeah. I mean, if this was a pub game, I don't think we'd be paused right now. Everyone would be hitting that unpause button as fast as possible.
Are you an unpause spammer?
I will not immediately spam unpause, but I think after a reasonable amount of time, yes, I am.
Okay.
Because 9 people's time is being wasted.
That's true. Oh, Ice is going to trade out for that. That's, I always think, personally, First Blood is worth it.
Yep. I mean, he gets more,
it's so much
gold for it. Yep.
It's just too much monies.
Do you think Dota2 should add like a 2nd or 3rd blood bonus gold?
I think maybe, what if you just made it like a random, like arbitrary number, like the 9th gold?
Yeah, and it's somewhere between like the 5th and the 10th kill, so you don't know which one it is. So you're just constantly going for kills.
You get some like Jeopardy style like bonus question. I would have fun with that. I think a lot of people would complain.
It's a pretty arbitrary thing that First Blood gets bonus gold. No other kill in the game gets bonus gold. Like, oh, you guys are encouraged to fight for the first kill, but then after that, you can farm.
Yeah, it's just... I guess you're not entirely wrong, but like the first has some like symbolism here. Jabs is just kind of getting in a fight.
Maybe like the first team to get 10 kills gets a bonus gold.
Ooh.
That would be very...
I mean, pretty tricky.
There's been a lot of changes to try and encourage more action over the years, but obviously the Dota purists are like, no, Dota's a game of
He is not getting any problem. Oh, there he goes. He's got another kill. All right, so this is why I don't know if I believe in the Nature's Prophet safe lane carry.
Okay.
Is because you can't really protect your supports. I feel as though if you were, like, I don't know, let's say an Ursa or a Bloodseeker or something, you could probably get a trade kill there. Or at least get something out of that situation. Yeah,
not just let Ice get away with bullying this Ogre constantly. And this Ogre is kind of defenseless. He's gone for an Orb of Venom himself, which means, he doesn't really have anything to protect himself stat-wise. He's low in regen, so he's just been getting bullied a lot there.
Yeah. You know what I need this game? I need Moon to show up. He has had like a really disappointing tournament.
So far, kind of even matchup in the mid lane as far as CS goes. He's been 2-1 on the Death Prophet this season, so definitely a hero he is comfortable on. Has played a lot in the past, going back to his Mineski days. It was one of his most played heroes. So, if anything, I would say if there's a hero to put him on in an important game, Death Prophet is pretty high up there.
Yeah, and you saw the weird interaction between the Razor versus Death Prophet matchup is like you want a static link, but at the same time you don't want to do it for too long because you get into this position where if he pops it, I think he's got him. He's gonna pop his yeah.
There we go. Gets a kill. Didn't have the right-click damage. Had a Crypt Swarm, though, to secure a mid-solo kill. Nicely played by Moon.
Very well done. And he needs something like that, I feel. Like, I haven't seen him dominate at this tournament so far. Not getting a lot of solo kills. In fact, getting solo killed quite a bit. So I feel like this is going to be good for his confidence. His bottom lane, they're going to get a kill on Jabs.
What do you think the main reasoning behind this Spirit Breaker pick is? Because it's not a hero we see a lot. Like, what are they looking to get out of it in the support role?
Did they pick it after the NP?
I can't recall.
Yeah, I can't recall the order either. If they picked it after the Nature's Prophet, which is what I have to imagine was the order.
I think they were both picked third. I just can't remember which was picked first. And like you say, I would assume it was after Nature's Prophet.
If they were both picked third, who had the last overall pick? Geek Fam had the last overall pick, so they were second pick.
So that means Spirit Breaker would have been picked after Nature's Prophet if they were both picked third, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I could see it.
Yep.
Spirit Breaker, obviously, like the vision, and Nature's Prophet. I think even more than the vision is he has no natural way to stop the charge. He literally, if you charge at him, he is at your mercy. There's nothing you can do. You just until you get like a hex, you won't ever get a Yules or anything like that. You're just gonna get charged and you're gonna get hit from a weird angle. And Nature's Prophet as a core really hates gap closers because you can't really defend yourself, and you want to be able to like play the space in team fights. He's kind of like a worse version of Sniper in that way. As Jabs is just. Alright, as a 5, let me say the worst thing about playing Spirit Breaker is you get bored.
Yes.
You just don't do anything in lane. You kind of just want to charge things even if it's not like reasonable.
And you feel bad leeching your carry's
Yeah,
XP because you're literally
exactly.
just sitting there kind of being useless. Against if you hit center, you're giving him retaliate stacks.
It just sucks, let me say. You're just not having a good time. That's the real like reason why SB isn't seen more.
Because the SB players force bad fights.
Yeah.
That is, something I feel like you see a lot in pub games. Is
Look
SB
at this.
players.
Jabs is actually just dead.
Yeah.
Like, what am I watching?
He's
he's just straight up dead.
He's trying to force stuff a bit, both in the bot lane and now the mid lane. Moon, though, is with the exorcism up, doing a lot of damage. It is wearing off soon.
He wasted the link.
Whiteman gets low but doesn't go down.
Yeah, this is kind of the primary problem with Spirit Breakers at 5. There's not a whole lot for you to do.
Yep.
Maybe he goes and charges top or something. I would imagine that's what he does. You have to. The thing is it's a process of elimination game. You go bottom. You're like, oh well, I died. You go mid. I instantly before I even saw, I called it because this hero is just so boring when you don't have anybody to charge that you're just gonna go down the line.
One by one.
Yeah, it's like you're up at like 3 a.m. You're texting your friends like, who's up?
Ice is up. He's up for some action in this top lane, but unfortunately, this is Stampede.
Like now, Jabs really wants to kill himself. Like
he's tried every single lane. It's not working, and it's also not working for 23 Savage. He's been forced to pop the ultimate. He's gonna go down.
He's gonna charge mid next or something. He's just gonna keep going down the Rolodex.
Yeah. You kind of ask in your head, you're like, okay, which of my cores is the strongest and has kill potential? So Death Prophet and Pengo definitely up there. If Pengo is level 6, that would be to kill. But yeah, maybe next, like you say, mid lane, next Exorcism, he's headed back there.
I wonder if they use the Stampede and okay, Cuckoo
Dude,
is 100% dead. Let me say, by the way, I think of all the Fnatic players aside from Moon that I think have had an underwhelming performance, I think 23 Savage actually might be even higher on that priority list. We saw his Naga the other day when they played against Boom.
Yeah,
it was very underwhelming, and it feels like he's just dying in lane a lot, which is usually something like we don't see like the tier 1 carries ever do. They usually like retreat to the jungle while their team is making plays.
Yep.
You can make the argument like he's being abandoned, but similarly, like what's going on the map. Your team should be communicating with you that they're going to go gank, and he has to switch his play up accordingly. You're not being abandoned in like an impossible situation.
Yep.
He's just sticking around in lanes a little bit too long. Like right now, yesterday, like for example, he would still be bottom, but today I think he made the right call by being top. But Geek Fam are going to make a pretty nice rotation up here. I do like this move a lot by them.
Yep.
And the charge.
just died bottom. He cannot afford to die top, but luckily for him, he's A-OK. Not A-OK, it's Zephyr who gets found and picked off. Ocean Heart actually drops. I don't know if they realize that.
This is the annoying part about Death Prophet. Like, her ghosts, you don't control them. They just kind of do stuff.
Kill some neutrals, lose some. It does pop up when you get those neutral items. Perhaps
For sure.
It's one of those things they pop up, but you don't see. Sometimes look at what hero killed it, I feel, so they maybe didn't realize it was theirs. But, well, we'll see if they catch onto that one later on. They're going to go for a kill here in the mid lane.
Let's go, Jabs.
Raze,
Oh, no.
with the stampede. Things are going fine for Fnatic. I mean, we talked about Jabs and his bad game, but end of the day, all three cores are winning their lanes, top of the net worth chart.
Handedly. They're doing very well.
It's fine. Jabs is not having a fun game, but
he's very bored, let me say.
Winning is fun, okay? That's.
Oh, they're going to get a kill for sure on Cuckoo, though. Cuckoo's dead.
Oh, and Jabs he gets to get a charge kill. This is what he's been waiting for.
No!
Jabs,
please!
Just give him one charge,
All right, he's still dead, but
Jabs literally did nothing.
Yeah, he did not contribute to that kill.
I don't think he even got an assist. Did he?
I think you still get one for charging, if I recall.
Even though,
like, I think the game might see the vision thingy
as an assist. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I need a. I'm gonna need a double check on that, but because I cannot recall him being a part of 2 kills, if I'm 100% honest.
Maybe in the bottom lane or something.
Okay, click him now. Yeah. See, he has 3 now. And he was charging on the Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like a 10-second. So
nice.
Jabs, let's say, has not connected on a charge that has led to a kill, but he's kind of been like. Oh, there we go.
Right click.
There we go.
That's a legit
That's
assist.
my boy.
That is a legit assist.
That's legitimate.
Didn't get the bash or anything. That would have made it feel like
you ever see that photo of like Klay Thompson laying back, and he's like, you know, when you get an A but you didn't contribute to like the group project.
Yeah.
That's Jabs right now. He's just chilling.
He's ghosted. He's got all the.
He's shooting 2 for 15, but they're winning. Dude, look at this. My man's insane.
Jabs. Look, he's getting way more
gonna bash
involved
right now.
here.
Watch.
Nope. Jabs, give him bash. Come on.
Give
They're
it to
trying
him.
to give
Give
the
it to
kill.
him.
They're trying to give Jabs the kill. No, DJ, why?
You get, dude, Ice is, that's part of the hidden thing of being a good teammate is like, you're pumping up your team, you know, you know he needs one.
I mean, they're probably even having a bit of a laugh about how the Spirit Breaker can't do a whole lot this game. But
he's not doing a whole lot, but he's not that far behind. In fact, he's having a better time than Ogre.
Yes.
The thing about Ogre, though, is like you always feel kind of useful because like you can tell yourself that you're stacking camps and like you bloodlusted somebody once every 14 minutes.
He's only got the level 1 Bloodlust. I feel like we've often been seeing this spell get maxed out by level 7, level 8. Mid lane, jump in on Moon, who does have some Spirit Siphons here. He's looking to turn this one. He just throws them all out with the double damage.
The
He's
triple
clean
siphon.
Up. He just siphons them all off. Heals back up, and Zephyr now in trouble as well. He's stolen the siphon of his own, but no real escape for him.
Yeah, Razor, you can see he's in a weird position where every time he goes to the link, he immediately just gets countered by the siphon, and he's not really sure what to do. Like you can see there's always a hesitation of whether or not he should continue using the siphon, or the Spirit Link. But I actually think he's healing him more than he's dealing damage. So it's very awkward. And Death Prophet doesn't really care that much. Your damage comes from everything else.
They go in on Carl. He's not being charged, but the Phoenix damage over time should be enough here with the Supernova as well. Nice sneaks the kill. Don't believe that was necessary. I'm sure DJ was like, come on, man. But DJ definitely a player known for getting his as well. So
all 4 players. That's what you want to be really good at. They're looking for the dive right now on Zephyr.
I think Fnatic are feeling themselves. They are playing some aggressive Dota. 5k gold lead. They are just diving tier 2s here. 23 Savage charging, leading the way. Will look to find the kill. It's DJ who gets it with the Fire Spirit damage, and they found a second. They found a follow-up. It's the Centaur.
Where the hell is Jabs during all of this?
He's catching up.
This is where he needed to be.
There was finally a fight for him. Yeah, they're diving towers. That's Spirit Breaker's
motif.
motif.
This is the bread and butter. Like,
yeah.
All right, it's all good, you know? The team's winning, everyone prospers.
Yeah.
You know? But so far, so good. So Fnatic have had this theme, though, in this tournament. We can't stress this enough. Dominant game 1.
Yeah.
We have seen them, when they play at their level, you know, at their top level, they're very, very good. Very, very good team. It's just you need them to have a little bit more consistency, I would say. Like this, if they could play like this all 3 games, like with this kind of urgency.
For sure. I hope and believe we'll be seeing more of that Fnatic today when elimination's at stake. I think it's, this is meant to be the best team in SCA. They won a LAN just recently, and they're currently 0-2 facing elimination.
You just like talk the Summit up a little bit.
I didn't even say the Summit, Will. I was,
True.
I'm like, well, can't mention non-ESL events here while we're casting ESL. No, I mean they won a big tournament, and off of that, you'd expect them to be the top team in SCA. They're coming in as favorites, but they haven't shown it at all here. And they are currently dominating Game 1, making amends perhaps for some of their previous best of 3s, but
for sure. This game is very dominant by them. They might even get a kill on the Nature's Prophet, who, of course, I think he's going to get silenced.
Yep. Silence. Easy pick.
Nice. Yeah. I have seen the Nature's Prophet carry work a lot, don't get me wrong. It just, in this game, I think their draft went wrong in a lot of different ways. And not to say that they've lost or anything yet, just this can't be like the we've got them right where we want a moment if they end up winning. This was not the game plan of losing the game like this for the first like 14 minutes and then coming back.
I mean, this kind of feels like they're maybe even almost at that point where they have lost, though. They don't have a hard carry that comes back into this game, If they had that anti-mage Spectre type hero or a mid that really like comes back and carries the game, it'd be like, okay, they just got to kind of try hold out. But they're playing a one-position Nature's Prophet, a mid-Razor. They went very all-in on the early to mid-game, and they're losing.
I think this is one of those things where sometimes you do want to just play your game and not focus too much on what the enemy does. That's a very valid strategy. But this felt like they went a little bit too strongly with that. Because if I look at the heroes on the other side, I can tell that it's really hard for most of them to do anything. They don't really have, for one, they don't have damage dealers. I think they have a really big damage issue, which is why every single time they go on Moon, he hasn't died yet in this game. He just siphons 2 people, he turns it around. And that issue is like further compounded by the fact that they have to play against naturally tanky cores in Troll Warlord and Pango, and you have really tanky supports, both strength heroes in your Spirit Breaker and your Phoenix. So it just feels like 1-to-1, the lineup advantage definitely goes in the way of Fnatic right now. And I don't really know when Geek Fam's timing was meant to be.
Definitely, from what we've seen over the course of this game, there doesn't appear to be an obvious timing that they were going for. Cuckoo, no way out. Had the Invis Death Prophet on him with a Yule Scepter, and Jabs made sure with the charge as well. As we'll see a fight to see who can get the kill. Fnatic.
Go Roche and then end the game is what I have to imagine the game plan is. They've got a Vlad's, Death Prophet. Starting to see, like, especially in this game, why she's so valued in all the other regions, especially South America, where they just run her as like even a 4.
It feels like Fnatic's game plan is really easy to play and execute with this Death Prophet hero. You go from objective to objective, you play around Exorcism, now you've got Aegis, now pushing high ground is very straightforward. It's not hard to play.
The only scary thing is if you give up your Exo to Rubik in high ground, you're not going to get Bash. But would he have had it? No.
They had zero faith in Jabs.
He hit twice and he didn't get it.
No. He's not a Spirit Breaker player.
It's all good. Sometimes people aren't blessed with the RNG. So he's going to charge really deep, and I'd imagine he's going to cancel. For a quarter of a second, I thought he was actually going to go for it.
It feels that's to me maybe showing some discipline here. Fnatic, even this far ahead, I feel like in the previous best of 3s, we would see them clown around a bit more. Ice dropping some items here and there. They're showing way more
this
composure.
Game really seriously.
Yes, he's gone for this full team items, the Vlad's pipe. They are looking to just seal the deal.
And so far so good. 18-minute high ground here.
Yep.
Tower's going to fall. No problem whatsoever, and I don't really know how you hold this if you are Geek Fam.
Yeah, well, We're going to see Cuckoo blink in for a stun just to try and delay it, but Ice is going to zone them away through Rolling Thunder. The charge there to back them up as well. They're not committing for these kills, but they know Rax is the important objective, and they can use that Rolling Thunder just to scare them off. But they're being chased now by the Stampede. Is there going to be damage here to bring down Ice? He's very tanky, and now the egg going to be used defensively from DJ. They're going to completely keep Geek Fam away. Cuckoo goes down on the Centaur. They're going to Nether Strike back in the Razor, who's completely done for. And Geek Fam are just fallen one by one. Only poor Jabs has gone down. Raven will dance his way into the grave, and it's kind of GG, you gotta imagine.
Yeah, I would, if Geek Fam called it right now, I wouldn't hate them for it.
Yep.
I think this game is really difficult for them to win from this position. There's still an Aegis on the Troll. He's going to scale. I think their late game is better. The Razor, the entire point of it is to be able to win this lane and go head-to-head against the Troll, but he doesn't really have that item timing at any point this game where he's going to allow for that to happen. Like, even Moon has prioritized getting a Force Staff so he can kind of mitigate the amount of static link that you're going to get.
Trying to go on 23 Savage, but he's got some status resist from that SMY, and Fnatic are just going to claim the melee racks and then also look to claim some lives. Charging in is the Spirit Breaker and Ice Pangolier, rolling his way through the backlines of Geek Fam, zoning him back to the fountain. Moon joining now as well for the fun, and this is all over. Godlike streak for Moon, and buybacks being expended here. They were going to kill once again on Jabs, who's going to buy back immediately.
I'm surprised they're still
in this game.
Yeah, they're playing it out. I think it's really hard for them.
Yep. There is no real comeback potential, as we've kind of been alluding to with the draft they've got. But Geek Fam will hold on for the last lane with a melee rack still down here, but nothing really stopping Fnatic from grabbing this. There's another Exorcism. They haven't even needed this to really take these fights and push. Glyph is going to be used, but no towers to protect, no multi-shot. Prophet trying to be bursted here, but there's a Phoenix behind it. They're actually getting very close. They will blow up Moon. Egg being used now as well. They're trying to bring down the egg, but with the Fire Spirits on them, Geek Fam just don't have the attacks. But yes, they do. No, oh, no, sorry, he got it just in time, and that's got to be GG now. 4 dead. The 5th is the Centaur.
Yeah, now they're going to
call
it.
They'll
very,
call it.
very fast win. 20 minutes in. Absolute domination.
Yep.
Their lanes, the solo kill by Moon mid. The top lane went extremely successfully for